Hi and welcome to the handover video for the Kona electric vehicle premium model. So with this model obviously you get two keys, but you have got the buttons on the doors for the keyless entry, so as long as you've got the key on your person, in your pocket for example, you can unlock the car just by pressing the button and also lock it, and obviously wing mirrors fold in at the same time. So let's unlock it, have a closer look inside. So first of all, just in the seat, so you've got the bar underneath the seat here that you pull up to move the seat backwards and forwards. This lever here, you can pump the seat up or down, and then this one here adjusts the backrest and that for you. So let's just get inside. So then in the driver's armrest you've got controls for all the electric windows. You've got your power cut-off switch to the rear windows to stop young children playing, and then you've got your central locking button adjacent to that. Forward of that you've got your touchpad to adjust your mirrors, and you've got the switch at the top there, left or right, to select which mirror you wish to adjust. And then right at the very top, when that is flat in auto position, when you lock the car your wing mirrors fold in automatically. When you unlock they fold out automatically. You can also press that to bring the wing mirrors in while you're inside the vehicle. On the dashboard you've got your headlight levels. Normal setting is 0. It's only if you've got anything really heavy in the boot that you would need to adjust that. This plus and minus adjusts the illumination level of your dashboard, so you can get it right for nighttime driving. This one here is your stability traction control, great safety aid. Should be no need for you to turn that off. This button here is if you want to turn off the rear parking sensors, for example if you're towing anything or anything like that. And then this button here is where you can set the charging for the car to do it automatically. But again, if you want to charge during certain times, you set all that up on the media system. So what we'll do is we'll start her up. So foot on foot brake, and you press the stop start button as long as you've got the key inside the vehicle. Okay, so on the digital dashboard then, as you can see, the car says ready to start driving. You've got your power meter on this one here, you've got your speedo here, and in the centre you've got your information screen, which is at the moment showing a digital speedo. Down in the bottom corner you've got your range, 262 miles, and then right at the very bottom you've got your temperature outside, 10 degrees. You've got your instantaneous mile to gallon bar, which is across this here, and then obviously in this corner here where it says 17, that's the mileage, delivery mileage of the vehicle. Now up in the top corner here you can see you've got your lane departure light on. That is on by default. If you want to turn that off, then you've got a button here on the steering wheel. Just press and hold that in for a few seconds and the light then disappears. Okay, so if you want it back on, do exactly the same, press it to turn it back on. So that's how you turn the lane departure, lane assist on or off, and I say it is on by default. On the outer band here you've got your cruise control and speed limiter, so it's adaptive cruise control. That's the button you use to set in the time distance from you and the car in front. Now this is your main sort of menu button. So at the moment, as you can see, as I say, it's on digital speedo, but if I was to press this top button here you'll go through the various other menus. Okay, and once you're in that menu, to go through the sub menus you move this toggle switch up and down. So for example on the digital menu I can go up and down your trip information, there we go, your power energy flow system. And if you need to reset anything on those screens, just press and hold that button in and it'll reset it while it's on the screen. Okay, your horn is anywhere in the center here. On this side of the steering wheel you've got your audio controls, so you can increase or decrease the volume, go up or down the radio stations that are saved on the system, and obviously you can take and make calls all legally and hands-free. The paddles, the left hand paddle increases the regenerative braking system and the right hand one eases it off. Now you can see just down the bottom here there's 3, so you've got 3 stages. and by moving those paddles you increase or decrease. So if I just put the car in drive for a moment, as you can see I've just pressed the left hand pedal, it's gone to number 3. If I use the right hand paddle I can ease it off to number 1 or take it off completely, and again using the left, 1, 2. So I'm going to leave it on number 1, so there's a bit of regenerative braking there, but again you can play with that as you're driving, so obviously you can get it fit to how you prefer it. I say I have mine on number 1, but everyone's different. On your indicator stalk you've also got your lights, so at the moment they're set in the automatic position, and again you can override that. You've got your side lights, headlights, okay, full beam, push it away, cancel it, bring it back towards you. On this inner band here you've got your rear fog light, so you just twist it down to turn the rear fog light on and twist it down again to turn the rear fog light off. On the opposite side you've got your wipers, which again you've got an automatic setting, and you can vary the sensitivity of the sensor from least sensitive to most sensitive, and again your rear wiper on the twisty bit on the end. Okay, so to wash the windscreen, pull the stalk towards the steering wheel. To wash the rear, push the stalk away from the steering wheel. And if you do need to adjust the steering wheel, little lever here, just fold that down, adjust the steering wheel, then obviously tighten it back up before you drive away. Now by the armrest in front of that you've got row buttons, so you've got your heated seats, heated steering wheel, that's the passenger side heated seats. You've got your auto hold, which again if I press that you'll see the auto hold come on just there in white. Okay, so if we're in drive and you put your foot on the brake, as you can see it turns from white to green. When it turns green the car is holding itself, so you can take your foot off the brake, the car will stay there until you apply pressure to the accelerator, and then the brakes will release automatically. Okay, so that's how the auto hold system works. It is defaulted off, so every time you wish to use it you do need to turn it on. Drive mode, okay, so every time I press that, if you just watch the screen, as you can see you go normal mode, sport mode, which gives you the red dials, and eco mode, which most of the time people will be driving in, to be fair, to get the most out of the battery and everything. So but that's what that button does, and you can press that while you're on the move. Forward of that you've got your electronic parking handbrake, so you pull it up to apply the handbrake and you can see the little symbol just there, and to take the handbrake off, foot on foot brake, press it down, and there we go. Okay, so obviously when the car's in park, the electric motor is all sort of locked up, so the car won't move anyway. So you drive by wire, so you got P for park, M for neutral, R for reverse, and as soon as you select reverse your rear parking sensors, rear camera all become active, and obviously D for drive. Okay, and as you can see all that is reflected just at the top of the screen there, and below that is your camera recognition for the traffic road sign, so it'll display the speed of the road you're driving on, what it picks up from the roadside signs. Forward of the gear selector you've got your little compartment, which is a wireless charging area. You've also got a USB port and that in there, and then your heater controls, so obviously this controls the heating, and again the temperatures are displayed on the corner there of your media system, so you can actually have it on automatic and the car will look after it, everything for you, get the car to the temperature you set and then maintain it. You can actually decide where you want the air to be directed to, and again when you press that button it's all displayed on the screen. You can turn the aircon on or off, you can turn the heat off or on. Okay, you can press the climate button, in which case you can see it changes all the system, so on the full screen on the climate system. To increase or decrease your fan speed you can rotate that. Okay, this one here is your front demist. That one there is your heated rear screen and heated door mirrors, and if the driver is in their car on their own, you can press that one for driver only. That shuts down the fans, etc. on the passenger side, again just helping with the economy, etc. Or I say press automatic and the car will look after everything for you. Alright, so on the media system now, so if you want to turn the radio on or off, it's that button there. So press radio, so there we go, so you can see your radio station. If you don't want your map there, you can press that button in the corner there to get rid of that, so you got the radio full screen. Across the bottom here, if I just decrease the sound, you've got your saved radio stations. Okay, so as you can see, we've got radio 1, 2, 3, 4, radio 6, Shropshire radio, and to tune those in, all you do is press the buttons, and as you can see, it goes through the various sort of available stations. So for example, if you want BBC World Service, one of your favourites, just press your little star, and that then is stored in one of your favourites. Okay, if we press the home button, it takes you to all the screens. So if you want to go to navigation, press the navigation, set a destination, press search, and then obviously you can start then typing either the postcode or the full address and things like that. So if I just type the postcode of the dealership here, so that's SY1, that's the space button, 4AB, and once you've keyed that in, press OK. There you go, so as you can see, confirms the destination there, set as destination. Just close that down a minute, and then obviously you can press the start guidance,
starting route guidance,
and as you can hear, it will talk and show you through the route. If you want to adjust the volume of the talk, press that little speaker button.
Guidance will be at this
and you can increase, you can mute, you can decrease,
guidance will be at this
and then just click outside that box once you've set it. To stop the guidance, just press that little button there, and everything disappears. But as you can see, you've still got the map full screen, so you can see where you are in relation to where you want to be. If I press that one, it brings up a little sub map as well, which shows you going the other way. Alright, so if I press radio again, it'll take you back to the radio screen, but of course you've got your maps still displayed here in that for you. Now if I go back to the home screen, on that you've also got what we call phone projection. So that's where you'll find, as you can see the message there, that's where you'll find your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So again, you need to connect your phone via the USB port, and then obviously press the phone projection button, and then obviously it'll take you through to the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto system automatically. I'll put it back on radio. Now with this car, obviously you've also got BlueLink, so if you download the Hyundai BlueLink app, you can actually pair your phone to the car, so you can see things like state of charge of the battery, you can program charging times, you can preheat the car or cool it down in the summertime before you get in, so that it's nice and comfortable for when you get in the car. So you can do various things with the BlueLink app. You've also got live services on this car, so obviously you can check on the weather and things like that, and also in the roof here, as well as having space for the sunglasses, and obviously the interior lights that you can turn on individually if you wish. They come on automatically when the doors are open. You've got a little SOS button. Now basically, if you are involved in an accident and the airbags are deployed, someone will attempt to call you to see if you're okay. If there's no response, they will then summon the emergency services to your location, which they can track by GPS. Similarly, if you do need assistance, you can just flick that down and press the SOS button, and it'll put you through to a call centre to ask for assistance. Turn the radio off, just press that button once, turn the full screen off, press and hold it in, and everything will obviously disappear. In your glove box there, you've got the controls for all the handbooks, the service book, and everything in there for you. So some light reading, and what we'll do is I'll just turn the car off and we'll just have a look in the boot. Before we look in the boot, obviously the charging port, that is at the front of the vehicle, so when the vehicle is unlocked, just give that a quick press and your charging port is there. So obviously that's the one you use to the Type 2 charger. This bigger one at the bottom is for the faster chargers at the motorway service stations, etc. And again, when you lock the car, once you've plugged the charging lead in and everything, the lead is locked in place, so it can't be removed until the car is unlocked. And then in the boot, as you can see, you've got your lead, and then under the floor there, if I just lift that up, you've got your 3-pin charging lead right in the very bottom there. So there we have it. Really lovely car to drive. I'm sure you're going to really enjoy the vehicle, and if you have any further questions, I'll be only too happy to help.